Welcome to Super Wives and She Rose TV. We're here with the amazing, phenomenal Rosalind Brown. She is another one of our amazing leaders in our 28-day challenge. She came in with the goal. She came in, she hit a goal. She's leading others, she's leading herself, she's doing the work, she's getting the result. And I'm just super excited to have her a part of this team, a part of this family, and for her to be right here, inspiring other women and motivating them to get started and stay consistent with their goals right now. So, good morning, Rosalind Brown. How you feeling, Rosalind?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. As always, Rosalind, I'm always super excited. So, Rosalind, we're gonna go over a little bit of your experience with this 28-day challenge, Rosalind. So, tell us a little bit about your experience with this 28-day challenge, Rosalind.
Well, like it says, it's a challenge. It was a challenge. This is not for somebody who doesn't want to put in work. It was a challenge, and I loved it. It took me to levels that I didn't even think I was capable of going. So it was a challenge, but it was great for me.
Awesome, Rosalind. What were some of the challenges, Rosalind?
Well, like I said, my heart rate has never been that high, I don't think. The workouts they fatigue the body. It puts the body and the mind to work. So, I didn't know what to expect when I went, but I knew it was an answer to prayers, like I told you before. So when I went there, and that first day, I thought my lungs were going to jump out of my chest, but I survived, and I loved it. So I've been coming back. It's been great.
Awesome, Rosalind. So tell us a little bit about where were you before this 28-day transformation challenge? Like, where were you? What kind of things were you doing? Where were you at with your mindset and on your fitness journey?
I was getting to a point of frustration because I like to eat really healthy. I have been exercising, but I kept feeling like there was something missing because I'm not hitting my goals, or I wasn't hitting my goals. I am now. I wasn't hitting my goals, and I couldn't figure it out because I had changed my lifestyle as far as eating. And I have been walking a lot. I mean, I can walk circles around anybody, but it just wasn't. It wasn't changing. I was feeling frustrated, and I didn't have the support system that I needed. So I literally sat down at my table and wrote a letter to God, like, I need your help. I don't know what else to do because I've been having health challenges, and it's very difficult for me to lose weight because of my health challenges. My doctor told me that it's going to be very difficult, but difficult and impossible are different. So difficult is not a problem, but I needed something to happen. So I told God, I've been walking and walking and walking, and I'm not having success. I need something. I literally wrote that letter, I put it in a box, and I took it back. I was like, P.S., please write back. And then I grabbed my phone and said, I'm going for a walk again. And I opened Facebook, and look whose face popped up, yours. Your face popped up. And the rest is history. We've been together since, so it's been great.
Yep, awesome. I remember that call. I remember when I called you, you were actually walking. You were walking on your break, and you told me, the story how you asked God for something, and next thing you know, we're on the call, and you felt like this was just destined to happen. So that's pretty much went to me, because to me, that's when you put your faith into action. So you put your faith into action. That's what you did. We got on the call. You said you were going to do it, and you got started. You made it happen. So that was awesome. And that's like, those stories like that are just something that really lights me up, because I'm like, this is stories that people want to hear. People they're asking for things. They're asking for help. They're looking for things, right? And when you say faith, like, I'm not spiritual, but you are. So when you put your faith into action, it's nothing better than that. When you believe in something, when you believe if you ask for something, it's going to come to you, and it does.
It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. So, tell me about some of the other things that you tried, Rosalind. Tell me about some of the things that you tried, you know?
I'm not one of the people who try like a lot of the Weight Watchers and all those things. I like to do things a natural way, but my challenge was I didn't have the support system. So, like I said, over the last couple of years, I've walked like a lot, and I've been changing my lifestyle. Like I'm working towards becoming vegan now and eating more of a natural lifestyle. But I've tried like different groups with my friends who don't need to lose weight. Let me tell you something about people who don't want to lose weight. They'll start with you, but they're not going to finish with you. Because I need people around me who have the same challenges, who have the same goals, so that we can support one another. Because your homies, they want to help you, but if they don't have the same challenges, when they don't feel like getting up, you're on your own. And after a while, you start and then you stop, and then you start and then you stop. And I'm like, I can't keep doing that because this is my life and my body, and I've got to, I got to work on that thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, and like you said, like that support system is everything. Like, and it's part of like I spoke a little bit earlier today about reflection. When you reflect and you say, okay, I've been doing this with the same kind of people over and over again, and you start seeing that the support system that I thought I had, that I believed I had, isn't really a support system, because it depends what you define support as, right? And when you finally reflect and you define what you have your perception of what support means to you, if you don't have it, then you don't have it. So you either find it, you have it, or you create it, right?
Right.
So, yeah, awesome, Rosalind. So what makes this challenge, right? What makes this different from anything else that you've done? When you did things with your friends, when you tried these different groups. What makes this different? Why is this different?
This is different because it's consistent. I started with the 28-day challenge, and this just the consistency of having people there to support, having a coach there to make sure that I'm doing the exercises correctly. I mean, you and I know how incorrectly I can do an exercise, okay? Having you there to help to be patient and to just show me over and over again. I mean, when I say over and over again, like every day, several times a day, I'll start it off right and do it wrong, and you'll say, if you did it right once, you can do it right every time. And just to have that accountability coming from you. And I didn't realize that you came with such a great support system. So, I was excited because I was going to get you, but then the women that you interviewed and brought in, it was just great. The whole community of it all was just great. And that's why I've chosen after the 28 days to continue with you. You didn't ask me that part, but I'm saying I chose after 28 days to continue with you because of the fact that, you're a hard worker and you genuinely care. Like, I've had other people that I've worked out with, but you seem to genuinely care how I'm doing, and I know it's tough working with ladies, but you do pretty good. You do pretty good for the most part.
Yeah. And like you said, like it's like, man, y'all give me so much, insight on myself, to reflect on myself, and to help me grow to be a better coach. Like, it's always about data. Like, the data that I'm getting from y'all is pretty much reflecting on myself, my reactions, my actions, how I interact, how I conduct myself, as well as how I can be a better leader. Because it's not about, here's a fitness nutrition plan for you to follow it on your own. It's like being a leader, leading you by example, guiding you to exactly where you need to be, right? And, helping you with things that you need help with, and knowing when to pull back.
Yeah.
You don't need that kind of help. You don't want that kind of help. You have everything that you need. I don't need to add any extra onto you, right? If you need it, I'm genuine, I'm willing and I'm open to help. So if you need it, you'll say, Joe, I need some help with this.
Yes.
And we'll make it happen. So I've been able to grow right there with y'all. And that has been great. Like, I feel excited and fulfilled with identifying that.
Yeah.
Because a year ago, I may not have been able to identify that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So awesome, Rosalind. Rosalind, how does this challenge make you feel on the inside? How does it make you feel about yourself? How does it make you feel about, where you're going?
It makes, I feel determined. I feel stronger. I mean, some of these exercises, Lord knows, when you introduce them, I'm convinced you're insane, and I'm still not sure that I'm wrong. You may be a little crazy, but nothing's broken yet. And I just feel strong. I feel great, and I like the exercises are so intense. I was telling you that they're so intense that my heart rate after I leave, at least an hour after I leave, that heart rate is just pumping, and I just feel good. I feel alive, and I feel determined to reach my goal this time. I mean, to be just year after year after year, I'm determined to reach this goal, and I'm feeling really good inside.
Yeah. And when you talk about like your heart rate, right? Has pretty much your heart rate going, has your resting heart rate been reduced since starting?
I haven't been paying as close attention to my resting heart rate, so that's something that I'll start paying attention to. But what I did notice is that my recovery time has gotten so much better. So I've been seeing a naturopathic doctor, and she was saying that my health is not determined about how long I can go, but how quickly I can recover. She said how quickly you recover shows how healthy and how fit you are. So the first workout we did, when I tell you a week, it took me a week. My body was like, don't do this. This is not for us. Now, when I work out, I'm feeling sore during the workout. But by the next day, and even by the end of the day, I don't find myself feeling sore. You know what I mean? Like I feel like pushed, push, 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 push. And I worked on fatigue, but the recovery has gotten so much quicker. So I know that I'm getting there. I know that I'm getting there.
You've been progressing amazingly. Everything is always progressing. I give you the exercises that's going to be difficult in the beginning. But just like we talked about today, you have your first week, it's new. Second week, third week, by the fourth week, you're hitting it right. You're doing it right. So it's like progressions. As long as you see the progress, people don't measure their data. They're not paying attention to how they're exercising, how many reps they're doing, how long they're able to do things, how their form looks, or anything like that. You have that now. So you're actually able to see, you know what, I am progressing. I am stronger. I am fixing my form, right?
Yeah.
And that's a boost in your confidence. Like now it's like, okay, what you might have been frustrated with in the past, you're not frustrated anymore. You're like, okay, I can see it. It's definitely not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix. It's not gonna happen overnight.
No.
But you know you're eventually gonna get there, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, brother. How do you feel about the coaching, Rosalind? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what? The thing is, we're all a work in progress, including the coach. But the thing about you that I can appreciate is that you're human. You don't try to be something you're not. You allow us to see the flaws, and you take responsibility. You are open to listen to what we're saying, even though at the time you may be like, no. But you listen, you go home, you listen, and you make adjustments. And I like that. I don't know about me. I like to work with a genuine person. And I find you to be that. I find you to be a genuine person. I appreciate the push. Sometimes it annoys me that you see that I can do more than I'm doing. I'm thinking like, this is all, I can't do it anymore. And then here you come and you prove to me that I can do more. And I'm amazed at myself, a little mad at you, but amazed at myself. And I appreciate the coaching. I do. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I wasn't looking for perfect. I'm looking for a journey and somebody that I can work with to reach this journey. And I feel that at this moment in my life, I feel that person is you for this portion of my life. You know what I mean? This health portion.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
You're lucky.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And if I'm not growing, I can't help anybody else grow. That's my mindset. If I'm here and because I'm a little bit ahead of y'all in fitness and nutrition, right? And y'all are here. If I stay here and when y'all get here, then I don't have anything else to offer.
Right.
So I have to, with y'all help, as well as my own help, my own personal development, I need to keep going like this. If y'all catch me, then I need to go fast. I need to go fast. I need to continue to grow. So
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. So tell me a little bit about what have you learned? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned and been educated in fitness, nutrition, about your mindset, about how important it is to have your environment? What is it that you've learned?
What I've learned is that, well, I can eat a lot more calories than I thought. Woohoo! But I'm learning a lot about like the macros and the type of things. So like even with the fact that I've been going vegan, I still didn't have the right proportion, as far as proteins and carbs and fats. They were not in proportion. So as I'm learning, and I'm still learning, I still have to ask you questions and things like that. And I appreciate you always answering. But as I'm learning, I'm starting to see my body change. I've lost, you may have this question later, Oops, but like I've lost an inch off my waist already, and I can fit things better. But that's not your question. What I've learned is that, um, what
Answer
I've
however you
learned is
like.
that, I'm sorry.
Answer however you like.
Oh, okay. But what I've learned is that with the right plan and the right support, success will happen. And I'm learning not to give up and to be consistent and to actually hold myself accountable. Because, even though the support group is amazing, what you're teaching us is to be independent outside of the support group. So it's like, yes, you want to have the support group, but that's not what you're going to depend on, because if that's taken away, you've got to be determined to do it anyway. And so, we'll be exercising and then something will pop in your mind and you just go on this tangent about, what are you here for? Why are you here? What happens if your support, you ask these questions to make people think about, why am I here? And what if? Am I determined to reach this goal with or without anyone else? So I'm learning to have that determination and independence in spite of being in the group, while being in the group, rather.
And I couldn't have said that better than what you said, because one of our codes of conduct is to become obsessed with self-mastering. I'm not sure everybody looks at it and understands it and follows it, but like that's pretty much our code of conduct. That's why I conduct myself the way that I conduct myself. That's why I coach the way that I coach. I don't want to hold anybody. Like I can't, nobody, I don't know how everybody else does everything, but I'm not comfortable. I don't feel fulfilled if I know I'm keeping something away from somebody and I'm not giving them everything. If I'm not helping you grow, it feels like I'm getting over on somebody. And that's one of the last things that I ever want to do. I don't ever want to feel like I'm getting over on somebody. If I make a mistake with something, then I have to correct it. But if I know this right here that you're doing is getting over on people, I'm not going to do it, right? Because it's going to bother me. What I'm doing here is something that I love to do, I'm excited to do, and I actually genuinely feel like I'm helping people. So yeah, upset, like I was about to say and I got lost. Be obsessed with self-mastery is pretty much when you no longer need motivation or inspiration to do what it is that you need to do to achieve your goals. You have it from within, and it's called becoming the leader. You are the leader, Rosalind. You hold yourself accountable for everything. You do the work. And I couldn't ask for more from you. You do it all, and you balance everything else with your life as well. You're doing excellent. But anyway, let me move forward. So now you can tell us about the results that you achieved in the 28-day transformation challenge.
Okay. Yes. So like I said, it's very difficult. I lose weight so slowly. I'll be working out till the cows come home and lose like a half a pound. But in the 28-day challenge, I did lose 5% body fat. And I also lost, now this is the thing, okay? So I only lost 5 pounds. You would think like 5 pounds is not much, but I lost 5% body fat in 28 days.
Yeah.
And since I've continued, I've lost like an inch off my waist, and I didn't feel like I'm thinking to myself, like I don't think I've had much results, right? Until I went back and looked at my before and after picture, I was like, okay. First of all, I was like, wow, I didn't realize I was whoa. But then I was like, wow, look at this. Okay, we're making some progress, girlfriend. So, and people are starting to notice the difference. And I've been able to fit in. So the thing is, I don't have to go on a shopping spree because I have a whole other closet full of clothes that I've grown out of. So I just, as I'm getting smaller, I go and I just go shopping in my other closet in the other room, and I've been pulling out clothes, and I pulled out this dress that I had worn. Oh man, it's been, when I say years, it's been years. And I put that thing on, and wow, I just felt so great. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how all this thing is working. I don't know how 5 pounds, because I've lost 5 pounds before, and it didn't make a difference in my clothes. So to see my body actually changing and getting some muscles, you can't see them now, but they're in there. Okay, I'm getting muscles, and
Feel it.
I was nervous about the weights, right? Because I'm thinking like I'm gonna go from like being like heavier to just like being, but that's not happening. I'm building lean muscle, and it's just feeling good. I went a long time again. You didn't ask me all that, so sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, that was great. That was great, great. Everything, whatever's on your mind, I want you to share it. I want you to share it with everybody, because somebody else is going to listen to this. Somebody else is going to have some of the same thought process that you had. They're going to be motivated. They're going to be inspired by Rosalind Brown, the phenomenal Rosalind Brown. So, yeah, definitely, definitely. And everybody is going to get some different kind of results. Like body fat percentage, like if you look at body fat and you look at muscle, right? If you see the big difference, like body fat percentage is a lot. That's a whole lot. And what you
Yeah,
got is throughout your whole entire body. Some people might lose 10 pounds or more, but they might lose 1% of body fat, right?
right,
So
right.
that's amazing. Like results like 5% of body fat in 28 days is amazing. That's phenomenal. Most people don't understand it, but they're not here to understand it. You're here to implement, you're here to, get the work done, and you're going to be educated as you go along. But the first thing we have to do is we got to get you to implement. We have to be able to transform your mindset. We have to transform your identity. We have to start changing the stories that's holding other people back. And right now, whatever stories that they have, you're slaying all of their stories, because you're doing it, you're getting the results. You gotten out of the place that you were at to continuing to grow into the place where you want to be, right? Physically, mentally, and of course, spiritually, right?
Yes, you're right. Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Rosalind, would you recommend this challenge to any other women?
I would recommend this challenge. I would. The reason I would, a lot of times, um, how would I say this? I would recommend it because it has several different layers. So some people need some emotional support, and you can find that in this group. I personally didn't come in needing emotional support. At least I don't think. But what I did need was that extra push, that extra physical support, if that makes sense, as far
Yep.
as the team. And so I was able to get that. And I noticed some of the girls in the group may need an extra emotional support, and they were able to get that. And some needed the community, and they're able to get that. So you may not. Some people may need all three. You're able to get that. So you're able to glean what you need from this group. And I just like the fact that it's a family environment. And I mean, we have ups and downs, like real talks, real disagreements. And people may like, I don't want, to be able to honestly say, like, we're building relationships with one another. We're building relationships with our coach. It's not just this surface level, but it's really like, I always call you my little brother, you know. Um, I think that I would recommend this to anyone. I would. Anyone that wants to work hard. Now, this is not for the weak, okay? It's not for the weak. It's for those who want to be stronger. So, yeah, I would recommend it. I would.
I'm not going to do all of the work for you. You're going to have to do the work. I can't wait to edit this. I can't wait to edit this. This is for people that you definitely got to be committed. I'm going to help you as much as possible. But the first thing,
Yeah,
I'm going to lead you as much as possible. But you
yeah,
have to do the work that I'm leading you to do.
that's right. That's right.
So, Rosalind Brown,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap it up, Rosalind Brown. Rosalind Brown, for the women that are going to watch this right now, the women that are going to watch this, they're going to be motivated, they're going to be inspired by you, and they need to hear something that's going to get them to kickstart their journey, for them to start getting results so that they're no longer overwhelmed, they're no longer frustrated, or they can actually believe it's possible for them. What do you have? What is it that you want to share with them? What do you want to say to them, Rosalind?
What I'd say to them is God answers prayers in ways that you don't even imagine. So for me, this was an answer to prayer. If you've been praying about this and you need that support, this is a place where you can find it. And although, Joe says he's not a spiritual person, I can see the love of God in him, but don't tell him I said that, okay? But you will find what you need here. And if you're looking for something real, just a real situation, this is the one. It's not perfect. If you're looking for perfection, you're not going to find it here. Okay. And you're not going to find it in yourself either. Okay. So go to a place where you will feel loved and appreciated and heard. Also a place where you can work out and be your best self. What are you waiting for, girls? Get on it. Join me with this thing. And the thing is, after the 28 days, I stuck with Joe. So you know it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So the 28 days, they're going to get you. They're going to hook you. But the coaching is what's going to keep you. And because you're determined to be your best self, you're going to do it for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. But God is going to give you the strength to do it. And if you've been praying, guess what? Your prayers have been answered. You have been answered right here, okay? So join us and come and be the best that you can be. That's it. That's all I like.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Rosalind.